Ladies and jelly beans, Homo sapiens of all ages, this is the most complete 151 Pokemon card collection. I have all of the alt arts, I have all the promos you see in front of you, and more. Let me show you what I mean. Pokemon has a special place in my heart. I think my love for it started playing Pokemon Blue on Game Boy Color, then Pokemon Silver, and it just went from there. I always had to take on the Elite Four with 6 100 level Pokemon of some variety. I remember being in the playground, I didn't realise what I was holding in my hand half the time. I know for a fact I've held a base set Charizard at some point. But that's why I love this 151 Pokemon set. You revisit all the original 151 Pokemon, the nostalgia is there, but a real add to it was that you could potentially pull a God Pack, which I did. And to say I was excited is an understatement.
Oh, I got a God Pack! God Pack!
You could also collect these cards out of the tins. They made a much bigger picture when you put them together. I love that. In the tins, speaking of the tins, you could also get these coins, all the energy coins for all the Pokemon. Speaking of the tins, there they are. Very lovely. You got a couple of booster packs in the tins as well as the coins and that card I just showed. This binder's fantastic for the price, side loading, keeps your card in good condition. UPC came with this fantastic coin, there's lovely pink dice and the card holder. Who can forget the player's guide? Oh yeah, the poster, I love the poster. One side had the silhouettes of the 151 Pokemon, the other side had all the pictures of them from the cards. Anyway, let's get into the actual Pokemon cards itself. So as you've seen, there's a couple of Bulbasaurs there. This Bulbasaur in particular is one of the promo ones, that little 151 in the corner there. Makes it pretty rare. Lovely little Bulbasaur, nice starting out Pokemon. Hey mate. Ivysaur, there's a reverse holo here of Ivysaur. Venusaur EX as well, can't wait to get to the cards a bit later on. Speaking of which, here's Charmander. There's the standard one there. You've got the reverse holo sat next to him. Lovely artwork, absolutely love the artwork on these cards. See if I can get a glimmer of the light. Here you can see it's reverse holo there. Ah yes, the GameStop Charmander. A little bit harder to get, can only get it in a certain way, but the artwork is still the same. We just get that little GameStop wording on the bottom there. That makes it a little bit rarer. I'm lucky to get a hand on this. But look, I said to you this is the complete English Pokemon set. So I do have this, EB Games. If you don't recognise this card, it's the same as the GameStop one. It just has EB Games there. It's reverse holos, the Charmander. But this one actually comes from New Zealand. It's still in my mind class as being English, so I had to add it to the set. If I'm going to call this the most complete English Pokemon 151 set, then I needed this card too. So we have Charmeleon here. There's the standard one, and there you can see he's in the reverse holo. You can tell, I don't know if you actually tell, but every single one of these cards... Oh, there's Charizard. Look at that EX. Gotta love a Charizard. Nothing wrong with that. Squirtle. My starting off Pokemon. What Pokemon did you guys start off with? Were you a Squirtle? Were you a Bulbasaur? Were you a Charmander? I think most people were Charmander. Ah, yes, and here's a Squirtle. This is the Pokemon Center. Let me just get that into focus. Here's the Pokemon Center Squirtle. My start-off Pokemon. Absolutely loved him. Squirtle Squad, represent. Yeah, so what, guys, let me know in the comments. Were you a Squirtle as a start-off? Were you a Bulbasaur? Were you a Charmander? I feel like most people are going to say Charmander. I'm just interested for you guys. Here's his evolution. Here's Wartortle. Here's my favourite ever Pokemon, Blastoise. What a bad boy. He's got Warcant on his back and he's got Turtle. Caterpie, Metapod reverse holo. You always saw them in the Forbidden Forest. They just sat there and just took a beating from you training your Pokemon when they were low level. Butterfree was actually a low-key badass. Weedle reverse, Kakuna. The artwork on Kakuna in this set I absolutely love. I think it's fantastic. Very underrated, very pretty artwork there. Beedrill, standard and reverse holo. I put them in this order, so you have the standard and reverse holo and then any variants of it. I don't think I have a little bit of a variant until later on in this. So you've got Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. Love this set. Oh, it's so nostalgic. I can feel myself getting younger. Just look at it. I feel myself feeling younger just looking at it. Pidgeot, Rattata. Holo, reverse holo, sorry. And you got Raticate. Doesn't that look like he's going to give you a horrible bite? I've actually been bitten by a pet rat once when I was a little kid. It's not nice. It does hurt. Spearow, Pharaoh. I always thought Pharaoh was pretty cool. I don't think the artwork does him justice. Ekans, as we all know, is Snake backwards. Haha! And Abrook is Cobra backwards. Quite a nice card, that one. That EX. Underrated again, I feel. Pikachu. Could find him in the Forbidden Forest. I always liked getting him. So my rules, I'd get Squirtle, and then I would go to the Forbidden Forest, and Pikachu would be one of the next cards I would get. Raichu's evolution. He could only be evolved with the stone, couldn't he? You couldn't evolve him unless you had the stone. Sandslash. I always did that though in the game. So Pokemon Blue, the first game, I got myself a Squirtle. I'd go to Forbidden Forest, get a Pikachu, and then you had the first trainer, the first gym to take on was Brock, so Rock type Pokemon. I always felt that even though Charmander I feel was the favourite starter Pokemon for this set, I always feel that he was the hardest to start off with because that fire, and then you went and got Pikachu in the Forbidden Forest to take on Brock's Onix and Geodudes. Oh, what a nightmare. Nidoking there. Clefairy, Clefable, Hollow, Reverse Hollow there, Vulpix, and Vulpix is Reverse Hollow, of course. Oh, I love this set, Ninetales EX. That actually took me so long to get. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Oh, Zubat. If you didn't have Repel when you went in that first cave in the Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, it was an absolute nightmare. Oddish is Gloom, Volplume. Very nice cards. Paris. Made a weird noise when you came across him in the caves. Parasect. Venonat. Oh, I love these old Pokemon. These are the OGs. The originals. They're so cool. Diglett Dig, Diglett Dig. Trio. He looks so cute. I love the episode with Dugtrio and Diglett in it. Meowth, the only talking Pokemon. Why was he the only one who could talk? Does anyone actually know the lore behind that? Why Meowth could talk in the original cartoon series? Or Psyduck, yep. That's shout out to my girlfriend. That's her favourite Pokemon right there. She may or may not be collecting her own little collection of Psyduck cards. She's doing quite well, actually. Mankey, Primate, and Reverse Hollow. I've got them in that order. So it's the standard and then it's the Reverse Hollow. Oh yeah, I was saying earlier on Growlithe. A lot of people like Growlithe. Arcanine. Lots of people like Arcanine. Can't blame them. Very nice. Poliwag. Poliwhirl. I will show you a little bit later on. Let me go through these cards first. But every single one of these cards is actually in a 151 sleeve. So like I said, yeah, I'll just touch it there. You can see the shining outside there. That should tell you that it's inside of a 151 sleeve. Oh, Alakazam, Kadabra, love that. Machop. So Kadabra, he's actually returning to Pokemon TCG. This is the set he returned to. There's actually a promo towards the end of this binder that I'll show you. The set. This is the first time the set has featured Kadabra after 21 years before this set. Pokemon actually stopped using Kadabra in the TCG after Uri Geller sued them over Pokemon's likeness to his persona because of the word Kadabra. He couldn't be put in a Pokemon set for ages. This is the first time we've got Kadabra back in a set. And later on I'll show you, I've got all the promos from the Golems EX. That took me ages to get that one. So I've got the promos all from the binder. Actually, there wasn't any promos with the binder, was there? So you got the Zapdos one with the big card. I've got that as well. And then you had Alakazam, and then you had the UPC and the ETB. So I've got all the promo cards from then as well, and the Pokemon Center Snorlax too. That's coming towards the end of the set here. Doduo, Dugtrio, Seal. I never really played with Seal and Dewgong and all that. Grimer, I always came across Grimer and Muck and that island just before finding Zapdos, I think it was, towards the bottom of the map on Pokemon Blue. Shelder. So yeah, it's good to see Kadabra back anyway. Cloyster, he's looking dodgy there. Ghastly. Love the ghost Pokemon. The OG ghost Pokemon are amazing. Haunter, oh, I remember going, and here's my one of my best friend's favourite Pokemon, Gengar. Onyx, loved Onyx, always loved Onyx. Drowsy and Hypno, never really fussed on those two. Krabby, they're so cool. I love the original Pokemon so much. Voltorb, oh, do you remember if you came across them by accident, they looked like Pokeballs and you could accidentally get electrocuted by them. Electrotor, sorry. Cubone, probably one of the saddest lures to any Pokemon is Cubone and Marowak. I think it's if Charmander's flame goes out, he takes a skull of his mother or something like that. Oh, it's horrible. Hitmonchan, Lickington, girl's favourite. What? Coughing, wheezing. We're getting to all the Safari Pokemon here with Rhydon and with Eggitor and that. And Chansey, yeah, that was always found in the Safari Zone as well, wasn't it? Was Tangela found in the Safari Zone? I want to say it was. Kangaskhan definitely was. Horsey, Seadra, Goldeen, 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 Goldeen. Seeking, I always forget Seeking's in the original 151, you know. Star, you get into Misty's Pokemon here, Starmie as well. Mr. Mime. Does anyone adore Mr. Mime? Shout out to my brother Mush, his favourite Pokemon here. Cypher, love Cypher. What do we think Jinx's mouth is doing now, huh? What's that about? What are you doing, mate? Electabuzz. I always thought Electabuzz was pretty cool. Magmar was as well. I remember the first time coming across Magmar and Pinsir and Electabuzz. I thought they looked sick. Tauros, that was in the Safari Zone. Yeah. Magikarp, you could get that sold to you by a copious amount of money by some random dude trying to be fraudulent towards you. But if you could evolve... Oh, let me just sort my camera out here. If you could evolve him, you would get this beast, a Gyarados. Lapras, always love Lapras. I always think of the Loch Ness Monster when I looked at Lapras. Ditto, Eevee. I'm going to have his evolutions of Eevee now. So you've got Eevee, we have a Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. Flareon. What were your guys, if you had to choose an Eevee evolution, which one is your favourite? So you've got Omanyte, Master. These are the extinct Pokemon that were brought back to life from fossils. Kabuto. Oh, I love Kabuto. He's so cute. My second favourite Pokemon, Kabutops. Absolutely loved that. He was in an episode of all the ancient Pokemon with this fella here. There he is. Aerodactyl. Snorlax. My spirit animal. Blocking paths, falling asleep, eating too much. Yep, I can relate to that. Articuno. Oh, I'm coming across the legendary birds. My personal favourite of the legendary birds. Zapdos. Moltres. What's your guys' favourite legendary bird? Let me know in the comments. I'm actually really curious to see people watching this video what their favourite Pokemon is, actually. Mewtwo. Love Mewtwo. Always used my Master Ball on him to get him. Mew, do you know what? The original games, I never actually got him. You had to use a glitch to get Mew, I think. But I never did it. Oh, yeah, so Helix Fossil, the Dome Fossil, Old Amber. That's where you would get those ancient Pokemon I just mentioned. And his Pokemon cards. Like Bill's Transfer. I remember Bill in the game. Cycling Road, Daisy's Help, Energy Sticker, Erica's Invitation. We've got the full alt arts of that one and Giovanni's Charisma coming up. Absolutely love them. Got the Grabber. Leftovers. I don't actually play the Pokemon game that much, so let me know if these cards are actually very useful or if they're completely useless. What do you guys think? Well, here we go. We're getting to the gorgeousness that is the artwork here. Look at this. Bulbasaur's looking so cute in the vivid green that's shining through his card there. Such good artwork in this set. I love it. Ivysaur, I love this card. I love that you can see his reflection. You can just see his smiling little face and his vine just tapping on the water, making a few ripples. It's such good artwork. I absolutely love it. Right, what have we got on this page? Look at just this page. Just screams artwork. I love it. What I like as well, so you got Charmander, and then you can see him going into Charmeleon, and then he's like kind of going stages, so he's going higher in the canyon, and Charizard's finally flying out. You can see the same thing with Squirtle and Wartortle and Blastoise. He's going deeper in the water. And with the Venusaur lot, it's them getting more and more vibrant in colours. Oh, I love these Squirtle and Wartortle cards. They're just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, this Caterpie card. Absolutely glorious. Pikachu card. Right, how many Pokemon can you guys see in this? I'm seeing Pikachu. I'm seeing the Nidorans. I'm seeing my girlfriend's favourite Psyduck. I'm seeing Gengar at the front. I'm seeing Growlithe. I'm seeing Jigglypuff. Have I missed any? Is that Mr. Mime in the background? I'm not sure. Nidoking. This card is beautiful. Back to my girlfriend's favourite Psyduck. My boy climbing down the stairs. Poliwell. Can we just take a moment to say how lush the water effect is in this card? Love it. Machoke helping someone move out or move in. What do you guys think? So good. Oh, there's a Meowth on the roof. I haven't seen that before. Tangler just hanging around, chilling out. Hanging out. Get it? 'Cause he's hanging off a tree. Yeah, I'm so cool. Mr. Mime. What is he actually doing in this card? I'm not too sure. I don't think Mr. Mime is the most popular of cards. Pokemon in the original set. On the night, I actually prefer Kabuto, and I'm really happy there's two of the Kabutos in the background. He's so cute! But Omanite's a bad boy. This card is beautiful. Dragonair just underneath an ancient bridge, just whatever. These cards, they're still pretty cool, but I prefer the artwork when it's a bit more full-on, like we've just been seeing. I still appreciate these. There's my boy Blastoise, my favourite Pokemon. Next to my girlfriend's favourite Pokemon. Oh, it's poetic, isn't it cute? I mean, it's cute. There he is. He's so sweet going down those stairs. Overthink. I think I have that power as well, you know. Blastoise, yeah, those are my favourite. Twin cannons on his back. Cobra spelt backwards. Abrook, Ninetales. Very pretty cards. Very pretty cards, you know. Wigglytuff. I just felt they could have done a bit more effort with the artwork on these ones. They're not. I don't mind them, but they're not my favourite artworks on these. I just felt there could have been a bit more of an oomph for them. Jinx with that mouth again. What is she doing? Is she singing? Is she... What else could she be doing, guys? Huh? Here we go. We're getting closer to the glorious cards here. So Zapdos, my boy, my favourite legendary bird. Mew, little cutie in pink. Yeah, we're actually having gold later on this set as well. Can't wait to show you that. Daisy's Help. Erica's Invitation. Oh yeah, there's actually 3 versions of Erica's Invitation, Giovanni's Charisma. So this version's alright as well. But there is another version coming. Look at the vibrance of this card. Oh, I love this. Tranquil Flower. It's so beautiful. And I love the way the flowers are growing more and more in bloom the more the Pokemon evolves. And here's Charizard. Like I said, he was climbing through the canyon. He's now made it out of the canyon. I believe this is still the most expensive card in the set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Love that, love that. And this is, so obviously, my favourite Pokemon. This is also my favourite card. I actually feel, you're going to think I'm a bit soppy here, but I actually feel a bit of emotion coming from this card. Him going deeper in the water. Speaking of vibrance, look at this. I can't help it. Look at that Blastoise. I just need to go back to it. I love it so much. Oh, Blastoise, my boy. Anyway, yeah, Alakazam. Such a cool card, this one. Look how much is going on in this picture. Vibrance. This card might be the definition of vibrance. All the legendary birds flying together in unison. Love it. We're going to continue with the buzzword of this video, vibrancy. Erica's Invitations, full art cards. Gorgeous. I love Giovanni's Charisma card here. Just Pershing, just like look at him adoringly. All the cards in the background. Mew's gold card and this gold card and the basic energy gold card. They are very vibrant. I don't know if it's coming through on the video or not, but the gold is glimmering. Oh yeah, you had in this set as well, you had all these energy cards that had these gorgeous... Oh, just look at this set. You had all these energy cards that had the special swells on them. I just wanted to show you guys the promos here too. So, with the poster, you got this Bulbasaur, this Charmander, and this Squirtle. If you've somehow missed the beginning of the video, put in the comments your starting Pokemon. We have Snorlax, you've got this in ETB. You have a Pidgey resting his belly and blocking a Diglett's path. Here is the Pokemon Center one. So it's exactly the same card. Just get that little Pokemon Center sign. And like I said... Should I put this back? Oh, shit, let me show you. So, like I said, in this set, every single card is inside of a 151 sleeve. This is the most complete 151 English set you can get. So all of them have their own 151 sleeve to go into, nestled in. Keep them nice and safe. Look at that Pidgey happy on Snorlax's belly. Let's put that back in. Now, in the... get in there. Hang on, I'm having a bit of trouble here, guys. There we go. Now, the most sought-after card in the Japanese sets is this Mew, and it was available in the UPC. That is a beautiful card. Also, alongside this Mewtwo, just looking towering over. It always reminds me of that Pokemon movie, Detective Pikachu, when he's towering over the city. It looks so menacing. This card here, you can't really tell in the video, but it is made of metal. It's the same as the gold card earlier, but it's metal. And here we go. So, to celebrate Kadabra's return, we got given this set here with all 3, Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. Electabuzz came in the set with this Zapdos card, and there is a version of this Zapdos card as a big version too. I'll pop a picture in quickly here. On this page, I just decided to get my start-off Pokemon. These are just Japanese versions of the alternative full arts. Put an energy next to it, so I thought I completed it nicely. Just to really show off these cards. I love the start-off Pokemon cards in Pokemon. They are my favourite. So I had to get myself the Japanese variants as well. So as a little bonus, here you go. Here's the Japanese versions of the alternative full arts of the OG original start-off Pokemon. And to prove that Blastoise is my favourite, here's just... I've started collecting Blastoise Pokemon cards for some reason, and they're all going in there. Oh, I love this set. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. Look at all of those promo cards. Oh, do you know what? I'm so pleased I've completed this set. Please let me know down below in the comments what you think of this set. How much do you think it's worth? Do you think this is the most complete 151 English Pokemon set in the world? Let me know in the comments what you think. So please remember to like, subscribe, and until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.